good learning experience. The data shows that the strategy works. We just need to stay mechanical and stick to the game plan. Stumbled a bit at the end of 2019, but we're super happy with our performance with Q4. We finished the year up $2,000. Now we're going to add more trades, collect more theta, and continue to manage our portfolio. Are as high in the silver futures. Love that we can get really high premium in gold and silver right now. You could create really wide strangles. So we put on another strangle in our portfolio and collected about $1,150 in premium.
Alright, so here I got a chart of silver up, and so for that strangle I sold the 20 call, which is all the way up here, and the 17 put, and then as you can see that they are one standard deviation away, so that's around 16 delta, and then just about 16 delta on the call side. And then notice that I was able to get at 20 is 2 points away from 18, and 16 is just, or 17 is just 1 point, and that's because the upside is usually more skewed because risk is to the upside for commodities, and so I don't expect it to go up to 20 unless there's a big dip in the market, but if it does test 20, then we can roll up our puts to around the 18 or up to 18 or 20, and vice versa. If it starts to drift downward, we can bring the call down to maybe the 18 or 17.
So the portfolio doesn't have that much short delta, and yet we're starting to take a hit in our portfolio. It's definitely something I wasn't expecting, so I think we're gonna have to make some defensive moves. So I started looking for some long delta, and so what I have is what I call a Ave Maria, a Hail Mary watch list of just trades of just stocks that I'm bullish in. And so I saw the put in UPS, and we're just hoping to kind of hedge some of that short delta.
Alright, we put on our second strangle of the day in CMG. That's Chipotle Mexican Grill. So I've been thinking about this trade for some time now, and I've been wanting to put this on because the IVR is pretty high. As you can see, it's up at 47, and we collected $1,400 in premium on this trade, and look how far wide we're getting on the strangle. It's a big wide strangle from 750 all the way to 950, and that is just about one standard deviation, and you can see that it's even on both sides. You have $100 of leeway on both sides. I kind of started to rally a bit, but I'm looking to take this trade off for $700 profit.
Whatever commodity the Jay-Z's and the Kanye's of the world focus on in their creative genius in terms of design of clothes that Puffy did, that Karl Kani did, that others did.
No idea what the
We
hell this
design designer shoes.
Albert Einstein. I have learned now that while those who speak about one's miseries usually hurt, those who keep silence hurt more. So I love C.S. Lewis, but this makes no sense to me either.
Alright, So PAMW. It's the first time I ever traded this thing. I did an iron condor towards the end of last year. Closed it this morning because IVR dropped from 50 to 6.9. So this trade is pretty much done, but I only made like $15 on this trade. And I think in 2020 I want to focus more on the sort of the bigger stocks, stocks that I can collect more premium in, and I'll still do iron condors, but not as frequently as I did in 2019. In UNG, I rolled down the 18 calls, my 18 calls down to 16. This is one of those trades that's left over from last year, and I have multiple lots on this. And in 2020, I'm trying to focus more on trading only one lots, and I'm trading multiple lots in UNG because it's such a small product. As you can see, it's only $16.50. But we're still in this trade, and we're still trying to be profitable, but it's been a dog, and we're just mechanically rolling down the calls to reduce our risk. And then for X, this was a strangle, but I've rolled down the call side and made it a straddle. So as you can see, I'm short both the 12 puts and the 12 calls. And that's why you see this peak here. And then what I also did is, because I traded 6 tranches of X, I scalped a little bit of stock. I sold 150 shares at first before I ended up rolling down the calls, or eventually rolling down the calls. And then I bought back 100 shares, and that's just to kind of make sure that I was precisely reducing my deltas by 50%. So this is a screenshot that I took of a program that I wrote. It's showing you the last 5 trades in /CN that I did. So basically it groups together the transactions, and you could see what strategy I used for that trade. And so you can see that I'm 4 for 5, and in December I placed this strangle, had it open, and today finally closed it for $187 profit. And what I did was, after I closed it, I put it on again in the next month, this time in February, and collected the same amount of premium of $400, looking to make a $200 profit in that trade.
So I accomplished my goal today of adding more trades. I'm positive 254 in the data column now, which is the highest that I've been in a while. But it looks like this market has plenty of wind to go. Nasdaq move was insane. It's probably going to hit 9,000 pretty soon. When the market just keeps going up, it's really not that fun, and there's not much to do. I want to see more two-sided action. Unfortunately, we took a pretty big hit today. Not the start that I wanted in the year 2020, but we're resilient. We'll bounce back. We're only down $900. We've been through much worse. Hopefully some premium starts coming in tomorrow before the weekend. And I just have one more line. Just speaking about my miseries out loud here, but this hurts.
This must be the most disgusting pullover on YouTube. It's like someone's taking a piss in the pea cup. No lie, this was really good coffee though.